Well, hello, princesses. Good morning. Look, I did something to my camera. We're widescreen, full screen now, instead of the box. But I need to fix something, because now my game scene looks like this. And I need to, but I did this morning. But we're not gaming anyway, so it's fine. I was just gonna read some tarot cards for you guys, yap a little bit, you know. But apparently I can't have two resolutions for my same camera across two different scenes, so that's great. Anyway, good morning, my friends. Thank you for being here. I saw Pickle slipping in. It's been a while. How are you, my friend? Welcome in. I saw, and I fixed the nose boobs, you guys. Did you see I fixed them? They were broken before. Oh, the music's loud as hell. Hold on. You can't even hear me. Alright, is that better? That's a little better. I fixed the nose boobs, so they should count again. I realized what I did wrong when I created the error nose boop. Yeah, I had to reset your error boops. I'm so sorry. That was what broke them. Because apparently they were giving everybody errors nose boops in batches of 5, like every couple minutes, and that's why the chat was getting so fucked up. So that was me. That was absolutely my bad. But yeah, the error boops had to be reset, and the regular boops are back. So yeah, we did a little bit of stream updating this morning. You know, I added in, I did this with the camera. I fixed the booping. I saw Raver in here. Your cat likes nose boops. That's very nice. Go give your kitty a boop. Monster Kate, you were killing it. You and Boba Fett were absolutely killing it at the words game this morning. And Peachy, hello. GTG Raid Train, how are you doing, my friend? I've been seeing your threads posts because you're playing Tamagotchi, and I love that game. I actually am thinking about playing it again on different accounts just so I can have the experience, like, you know, just keep playing the demo over and over again. So no more time. Yeah, Boba Fett, I meant to tell you, I made you a VIP already. Hello, Aqua, welcome in. But yeah, Boba Fett, I made you a VIP already. You had the badge. So I can't refund that. I don't think Twitch allows me to do that, unfortunately. So either way, you spent the points, but congrats on VIP. Also, thank you, Aqua, for the redeem. Welcome in. How was your guys' week? Are you looking forward to anything this weekend? I am probably gonna be hanging out at home. I have to work directly after the raid train. Like, I'm gonna be raiding into Boba Fett, and then I'm gonna be logging into work. But I'm still gonna be yapping with you guys because I work from home, so it's like whatever. And then I'm actually on another raid train later today. I signed up for 2 for some reason, and we're gonna be doing a space sci-fi themed raid train. So I'm gonna be playing a game called Innocent Life, a futuristic Harvest Moon. It takes place in the distant year 2022. The game came out in for the PSP, so you know. But yeah, hello Just Tez, welcome in. Pastel After Dark. It's pastel in the afternoon because it's like a 2-3 p.m. stream, something like that. Dark for some, but afternoon for me. It's so brick. I was not prepared for how cold it is. Is he almost done? Does he understand that you are cold and you can't be in the cold, and that he should let you warm up? So glad I could catch you live. Work's been ripping in my soul for me, piece by piece. Pickle, no! Not the work ripping your soul apart. Honestly, work's been kicking my ass. I don't even blame you. Like, it's like I log in and then suddenly it's just bullshit for hours until I'm done working. Thank you for the follow, Tez. I appreciate you. But I'll like log in and there'll be like voicemails from the night before, and they're like, my dog is gonna die if you don't answer your phone now. And I'm like, is your dog alive? When I call them back, and they're like, yeah, I went to the emergency vet. And I'm like, yeah, as you should. Like, what the fuck? Or some of the worst pet parents I've ever seen in my life. Like, oh, my dog's had an ear infection for 2 weeks. I'm never gonna stop talking about that. Like, the one lady who was like, I need this medication now. My dog has had an ear infection for 2 weeks, and I don't care that the medication that you prescribed is on back order. And I'm like, order it from Chewy. I swear to God, fucking Walgreens is not gonna have it. Just absolutely nuts. Girl, I went to bed at 4 a.m. Gotta go home and prep for stream 2. Oh my goodness. Well, Godspeed, my friend. 4 a.m. I can't do that shit anymore. I am too old. I did my little partying for like a couple months, and honestly, that I feel like I got, that was enough. I don't want to go outside anymore. It's okay, I'm glad, because it's Cheddar, but we had a storm tear down a bunch of our structures, so it's just been running me ragged, rebuilding. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. I'm sorry, Pickle. I don't do it as often. I'm too old for this. I was just talking about this the other day. I think it was yesterday, actually. When I was a kid, like, you know, like 13, 14, before I started doing drugs, I don't do drugs, but like when I was a teenager, like, you know, I was a rowdy kid. So I wasn't quite doing like drugs yet. I was smoking weed sometimes, but like, I don't know, it was like 13, 14, and I would stay up for days at a time, like on Tumblr, making my blog pretty, or like, I don't know, MySpace style coding on my Tumblr blogs, and it would literally be like I would pull an all-nighter and not even realize that the sun has come up, and then I have to like get ready for school, and then I would go to school and I would drink like a fuck ton of coffee, and then I would get home from school and I would take a nap, and I would wake up at like 9 p.m. and then I would just do that all over. That was my sleeping schedule. And then over the summer, when I didn't have to go to school, I was like staying up for literal days at a time. Like, I can't do that shit anymore. I'm not built like that anymore. And I was literally not even, like, that was just me vibing. Like, I wasn't even doing like stimulants or anything. Yeah, I was never much of a party girl, more of a stay-at-home and game kind of gal. I live the best of both worlds, but I'm kind of over it for now. I've been just so tired lately. Hello, Megan. Welcome in. Young me was wild. I agree. Yeah, I was built different as a teenager, and then by the time I hit my 20s, I was like a grandma. But I had my kid at 20 too, so having a child also ages you significantly. Like, when you have a baby, you just automatically age like 10 years. You're supposed to anyway. I just smacked my microphone. I also found out yesterday, well, my mom found out yesterday, and she told me that she has something called Hashimoto's disease, and it's basically like an autoimmune condition that like attacks your thyroid, and it mimics the effects of like an underactive thyroid. But then when you go and get it like checked out, like your thyroid function, like everything's normal. What they really have to look for is the white blood cells, your white blood cell count. And so my mom's sister very recently got diagnosed with Hashimoto's. Oh, my child. So my mom's sister recently got diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease, and my mom was experiencing some like flare-up type symptoms that just weren't normal for her. I'm not gonna go into the details, it's my mama. And she went and got checked and found out that she also has Hashimoto's. And one of the symptoms of Hashimoto's is extreme fatigue, brain fog, trouble focusing, all of the things that you would imagine with like a hormone imbalance, you know, period stuff's really rough, Hashimoto's, and it's genetic. So now I need to go get checked out, because when I looked up those symptoms, she was like, you literally have all of these symptoms. It's like everything you complain about every day. So me and your aunt have Hashimoto's disease, so you need to get checked out for Hashimoto's disease now too. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. So you mean this entire time there was a reason, there was an answer. And it's funny because I had just posted this week in Girls That Game about how frustrated I was with myself for constantly having these like fluctuating energy levels where I just cannot focus. And I'm like super tired no matter how much sleep I get, and this, that, and the other. And this was literally before I had this conversation with my mom. And then now there's probably an answer. Like I didn't go and get checked yet, but like that is pretty spot on for us. So the more you know. Your hormones affect so much, and sometimes they can check your hormones and they're like, yeah, this is normal, but you're like, I don't feel normal. You gotta get your white blood cell count checked, apparently. Hello, good morning, Queen. I was on a yap spree. Hello, Winona. Hello, Homeless Ghost. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you. I was just doing a little yapping about health. But yeah, so something I need to prioritize in the next week or so, probably not this upcoming week because my kid is in spring break, so I'm like gonna have my kid home all week, but something I need to prioritize is getting some blood work done and getting my white blood cell count checked out, because Hashimoto's apparently runs in the family. So yeah, don't ignore your fluctuating energy levels, because it could be something. And then I really started deep diving, and it was like so many things in my life that I struggle with, like, explained by that. And I'm like, oh, so that makes sense. That's why I deal with that. I am also a huge hypochondriac, so once I learned something like that, I'm like, okay, well now I need to do all the research and learn everything about this disease. And apparently there are some things you can do for it, like my mom said her sister recommended some supplements that were helpful for her. Cutting out gluten also helped. Cutting out dairy, which I don't want to do. I love my cheese and my treats, but it's kind of like a moderation thing anyway. It's not like an allergy where you have to completely abstain. I've got a Winona in the same bed as me. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad that you guys got to hang and meet. Once I finish up my makeup, we can switch over to the tarot cards. What am I gonna do with my makeup today? We're not gaming for this stream. It's just gonna be like a long yap. I was even thinking, if some people were interested, that it might be fun to do like a 3-card spread. Do like, because 3-card spread is you pull 3 cards, obviously, and you do past, present, and future. So they're kind of like a more in-depth reading. I don't really typically do those or for other people, so it might be kind of like a fun learning experience for all of us. So I might do that depending on how many people want tarot readings today. I rarely feel unwell, but when I do feel something unusual, I take it very seriously. You see, I have been through the ringer with doctors where every single time I go and get checked out for something, they're like, everything's normal, you're fine. It's like, you know, you just kind of get like gaslit by your medical team. Oh, okay, we're just gonna knock it over. That's cool. Look at all my stuff. You like my messy desk? Everyone, please, can you stay where you belong? The nerve Oh, you have to advocate a lot. That's what I did, and now I have actual diagnoses. Dude, my OBGYN was the worst. I was actually just talking about that recently too, where, okay, my kid's dad, for reference, is like a 6'3". I'm pretty sure they have like Slavic in their bloodline. Like, they are big people. Like, all of his brothers, his sister, they are big people. And they were big babies. Like, all of them were like 9-10 pound babies. And so when I got pregnant, my kid's dad's mom, you know, grandma on that side, she was like, just so you know, like, all of my kids were like big babies. They were like 9-10 pound babies. And like, for reference, I'm like 5'4", 5'3", 5'4", depends on the day. And I'm not like built to hold a 10-pound baby. And so I told my doctor that. I was like, hey, in my kids' like family, like, there's some pretty big babies, and you know, look at them. Look at this family. They're huge. And she was like, oh, you're not gonna have a baby like that. And I'm like, okay. And every time I would bring it up, like, my pregnancy, like, I remember at like 2-3 months along, she was like, wow, your belly has extended much further at this point than what's normal for like a pregnancy. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm gonna have a big baby. And she was like, no, your baby's gonna be like average. And I'm like, oh, like, just completely disregarding the possibility of me having a large baby. All the way to like when I'm getting my final like ultrasound, and she was like, oh my god, be right back, guys, I gotta be a mom. I had to wipe my kid's butt. That's what I had to do, if you were wondering. He came in and was like, Mom, I pooped. And I'm like, okay, thanks. That's great. So where was I in my story? Oh yeah, so, my doctor just kept, like, absolutely refusing to, like, accept that I could have a large baby. And spoiler alert, my kid was, like, 10 pounds when he came out of me. But yeah, all the way down to when we were, like, at our final ultrasound, and she was, like, doing the estimated measuring of them or whatever, and she's like, yeah, your baby's gonna be about 7 pounds, 11 ounces. That's what she said. And I was like, okay. Mind you, like, if you saw me when I was pregnant, I looked like I was about to topple over. Like, I was humongous. And, you know, I go into labor, and, like, I eventually have to have a C-section because my baby gets stuck and they lose the heartbeat after being in labor for like 2 days. And I'm like, at this point, begging for a C-section. I'm like, hey, I've been in labor for 2 days. Every time you take me off of Pitocin, which is the medication that they use to like make your labor progress, it like induces labor, and like they would put me on Pitocin and then I would progress, and then when they would take me off of the Pitocin, I would stop progressing. So I was in labor for like a good 30 something hours, like not a full 2 days, but it was like 30 something hours. And I was just like, please, like, I just want a C-section, like, this is ridiculous. And they were just like, no, you don't need a C-section, like, refusing to give me one. So eventually I'm at the point where I'm like pushing, and they realized, they like lost track of my baby's heartbeat, like, during that. They also made me push for a lot longer than you're supposed to, like, you're only supposed to do it for 2 hours max, and they had me go for 3. And then when they realized, like, that something was wrong, and then they lost the heartbeat, I got, like, wheeled away for an emergency C-section, and my baby came out 9 pounds 11 ounces, so almost a full 10 pounds. He was born on 9/11 too, fun fact. So afterwards they were just like, well, you were in labor for 2 days and now your baby's born on 9/11, and he weighs 9 pounds 11 ounces. So yeah, that whole time I kept trying to advocate for myself and be like, hey, I think my baby's gonna be a little too big. And they were like, no, you're gonna be fine. Like, he's gonna be like 7 pounds. Like, you're being dramatic. And yeah, 10-pound baby cut out of me. So yeah, that's how my advocating for myself goes. I'm pretty sure that doctor just had taken on too many patients that season and didn't really, like, I don't know, I think she was just burnt out. I don't know what it was, but it was some malpractice if I've ever seen it. But yeah, 9/11 baby weighing 9/11. In case anybody was wondering about my fucking birth story, I don't know why I started talking about that. God, there was like a little crusty in my eyelash. Yeah, oh my god, is right. I was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy there. And on top of that, like, you're not actually supposed to get put under during your C-sections. They're supposed to numb you to the point where you don't feel the C-section. It's just supposed to be like pressure and not pain. But fun fact, redheads experience pain or have a different kind of pain tolerance than the average person, and we have a higher tolerance to pain medication. So my epidural wasn't working. So when they realized I could feel what was going on, they had to put me under, like, put the little laughing gas on my face. And I thought I died. It was crazy. Laughing gas streams are nuts. And then at my post-op checkup, my doctor didn't even, like, acknowledge that she almost killed me. She was just like, so how are you healing? And I'm like, I'm traumatized, lady. I'm traumatized, what do you mean? Sure, it's not a unique case either. Apparently the hospital that I delivered at notoriously puts women under during their C-sections. I don't know why. But I talked to a lady at the Dunkin' Donuts, because I used to go to Dunkin' Donuts, like, all the time. So they remembered me, and, you know, after I gave birth, they were like, oh my god, you had your baby. And I was like, yeah. And, you know, we kind of were talking a little bit, and I had mentioned that I had a C-section, and that I got put under for it. And they were like, did you deliver at this hospital? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, they did that to me too. So I guess that hospital just is really bad at delivering babies. I don't know what it is. Don't have a baby at the Joe DiMaggio in Broward on Hollywood. The Memorial on Hollywood, or in Hollywood. I think it's on somewhere around, I don't even remember which street it was on. But apparently they're really bad at delivering babies over there. So, fun fact. That's the place that told me my knee was dislocating many times, was growing pains. Oh, so they're just bad at their jobs in general. Joe DiMaggio is where I've been twice when I got Baker acted as a kid. They bring you over to the mental ward in Joe DiMaggio. Slay. So yeah, I guess that's just a bad a hospital in Broward County, Florida being bad. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Welcome in, gentle monster. How are you doing, my friend? Thank you for being here. Alright, I feel cute. Oh my goodness, child. This is why I have such a hard time streaming when my kid is home, because he literally just runs in, says the most random shit, and then leaves. And I'm like, honey, I told you, like, for just a little bit, we can't be running in here unless you need me. But you know, he's just a little guy, he doesn't understand, and I am a mother first. It's just, I always think that if I tend to everything before I start, we'll be good, but that is not the case. Hello, Rain. Welcome in. Hello, Jibby. You look so pretty, girly. Thank you. Thank you. We just did our makeup. I'm gonna put a little lip gloss on, too. Hey, Lurky Lurk. While I make bacon, just wanted to say hi. Well, enjoy your bacon. Thank you for the lurk. We are gonna do some tarot readings here in a minute. Tarot and Yappin. Alright, let me look at my tarot list. Let's see whom all here is here. Do you know what something else I keep forgetting to do is make a tarot list command? So that, yeah, I don't have that. I'm sorry. That's something I don't have. Alright, we got Boba Fett, Error Code, Aqua, Peachy, and Gentle Monster. You know, I think I'm gonna try doing a 3-card spread for some of you guys. We're gonna do the first 5 of you, because I don't know how long that's gonna take. I don't know if that'll just be the rest of the stream or not. So yeah, let's try a 3-card spread. And mind you, I'm still learning how to read tarot. I usually only pull 1 card for people. So, take whatever I say with a grain of salt. But yeah, Boba Fett, we're gonna do a 3-card spread this time. So for 3 cards, I'll read over, I'll kind of like explain it to you with the book before we start doing it. So there's a couple of different like spreads you can do. I usually do the card a day. But this one is past, present, future. So for the past, present, future, it's the first card you pull. There are influences from the past that are still affecting the situation. The present, all that surrounds you, either positive or negative. And then 3 is the likely future or outcome. And this little blurb says, 3-card spreads are awesome. They quickly clarify a situation and are fairly simple to interpret, even if you're brand new to tarot. The past, present, future spread is the most popular of the 3-card readings. You can use it to answer any type of question. It's meant to cut to the heart of the issue. A few variations you may want to try. Who was I? Who am I? Who will I be? Body, mind, spirit. So yeah, we're gonna do just kind of general 3-card spreads for you guys today. Kind of get into it a bit. Hello, Divine Calamity, and hello, Homeless Ghost. All right, I'm gonna try to do a couple of these for you guys, and I'm not gonna consistently do these every stream unless I do like a specific tarot stream, but we have about an hour and a half before I have to raid out. No, actually, I'm kidding, just an hour, because these streams are an hour, or these slots are an hour and a half. So we have an hour of tarot, so I think that's plenty of time to give you guys some 3-card spreads. All right, Boba Fett. Past, you can't see the cards, whoopsies. Present, future. All right, so these are your cards. Past. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this like in a way that is and future. So Boba Fett, we got the 6 of Wands, the 3 of Cups, and Daddy Cup for your cards. So the first one for the past, 6 of Wands. Sorry, those aren't wands, those are swords. The 6 of Swords. Hope at last. Travel. The 6 of Swords is a card indicating recovery from difficult times. Hope is on the horizon. Things will get better. It's important to rest, revitalize, and surround yourself with joyful friends. Plan a trip, short or long. Even getting out of town for the weekend will further lift your spirits. So that was in the past. So those are some things that are still influencing the current situation. Hope at last things are getting better and things will continue to get better. Now for the present, 3 of Cups, friendship, joy. The 3 of Cups is a lovely card. It foresees you in the company of amazing friends, creating memories together that you'll forever hold dear. These are not any old friends. These are people with whom you feel a rare connection. With them, you feel truly yourself. Enjoy each minute of their company. This card can also indicate an upcoming celebration. Love abounds. So now currently, you've made some pretty solid friends who are really supportive, really down for you, are your pals. And that's where you're at currently. And this is your future Daddy Cup, Father of Cups. If these things continue, the Father of Cups has a truly unique and dynamic personality. He's the most feminine of all the fathers within the tarot and usually a patron of the arts. He's a dignified man who supports his family and community. The only thing holding this man back are his deeply rooted insecurities. They are vast and affect his personality in many unpredictable ways. So with the future card, we're having Daddy Cup here. That tells me that, maybe you're going to embody some more qualities of this card in the future. Perhaps you're going to meet Daddy Cup, whoever that may be in your life. But the Father of Cups is in the future here. Somebody who came to mind maybe when I read that card, or maybe you're going to be embodying certain qualities of the Father of Cups. Welcome in, Fox. I am here for the tarot and girly pop vibes. I appreciate your presence. Homeless Ghost, we do the tarot, we do the girly pops. And thank you for the tab, Fox. I appreciate you. Not me becoming a king. Yes, you're going to be becoming the king. Alright, so that was my first 3-card spread for another person on stream. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I love that phrase when referring to tarot online. I've been using it in my Discord server because I do a card a day for just the general server. And I'm sorry if you hear my child shouting in the background. I am a mother and it is a Saturday morning, so yeah. Anyway, those were your cards. I hope you enjoyed them. The next person on my list is Miss Error Code, and she honestly might be dealing with her car with Mr. Error, so we might have to come back to her, and that's okay, but I'm gonna summon her, and we're gonna, do a 3-card spread for her. I'm gonna drink my coffee. By the way, I was watching some of my VODs back, and this is not anybody's responsibility but my own, but I noticed there are times where you cannot fucking hear me because my microphone isn't close enough to my mouth. So if you start to not hear me, feel free to be like, hey, I can't hear you. But I've been trying to, like, I watch my VODs back to see, like, how did the stream go from the viewer's perspective, or anything like that. Please feel free to tell me that you can't fucking hear me. It's usually when you lean forward to show us something. Yeah, because I need to be, like, right up in the microphone like this to hear you guys. Or for you guys to hear me, I guess. But yeah, I'm still kind of learning how to use this new equipment. I've got a fucking boom arm right here for that purpose. So yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful of that. So if I start to get quiet, you are more than welcome to let me know so I know to fix that shit. Also, welcome in Bree. Alright, yeah, I think Error is busy. We can come back to her when she's done with her ka. Next is Aqua. We're gonna do a 3-card spread for you, my friend. Alright, let's see what the cards have to say to you. Past, present, future. Alright. First card is the 3 of Wands. Past, present, and future. It's an interesting reading. 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Hello, I love robots. Welcome in, first time chat. Alright, so this is what your spread looks like, Aqua, and I'm doing it backwards so that it looks correct on the screen. Oopsies. So yeah, you got the 3 of Wands in the past, the 6 of Cups in the present, and the 7 of Swords in the future. The possible, or the most likely outcome. So let's start with the 3 of Wands. Envisioning the future. The 3 of Wands indicates you've had continued support from others, perhaps from your parents or 2 good friends. With their help, you've formed a sense of self, of your values and morals. But now it's time to rely on yourself for guidance, clarify your goals, and cast others' needs aside and opinions aside. The future is infinite and it is yours. No one else can see through its layers of light and shadow. So maybe in the past there was some, a support system you had going, and that is still contributing to your current situation. It's just something to keep in mind. You're in the past you had this continued support, and now the tarot feels like it's time for you to spread your wings and fly. I just realized this doesn't make sense right here. Hold on. Hello. I don't know what that is. Hello. You, come over here now. It's exclamation tarot if you would like one. I love robots. Now for the present, memories, childhood, joy. So this is what you're currently going through right now. Maybe a car, or maybe you're getting some old friends coming back. Maybe you've been, relishing in some memories. A card of beautiful implications. The 6 of Cups focuses on the magic and innocence of childhood. The roots of years past are alight with color and vibrancy. Look back upon them, get lost in your memories. Old friends may surface and seek you out. All your reunions will be joyful. Enjoy the simple pleasure and wonder in all areas of your life. So it sounds like you've had some continued support from family, maybe some friends, and now they're saying that you're gonna have some old friends making a comeback. You're gonna have some good memories that you're gonna be reminiscing on. And then for the future, we have this card here, the 7 of Swords, which is interesting to me considering the first 2 cards. But for the 7 of Swords, it's secrecy and self-interest. The 6 swords hang in plain view, while the 7th is tucked under the sly fox's tail. So goes the story of the 7 of Swords. A secret is being kept. You're either the keeper or kept from. You're either the keeper or the kept from. I just read that. And it's time to identify which. Deceit and avoidance linger in the air. Face the cause of secrecy or risk ostracizing yourself. So it's an interesting card. You've had some continued support. Some good friends are coming back, but there is a secret being kept. So maybe be mindful of some of those friends who come back. Be mindful of their intentions. Maybe part of the push to spread your wings and fly comes from the possibility of some secrecy and drama in the future. So kind of be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for some people who could seek you out. Look at the death card right at the bottom being all creepy. Be mindful of people who are seeking you out and question their intentions without being, you know, like super sus about everything. But, you know, not everybody has the best intentions when they come back into your life. No MLM people. I hate when someone from high school comes back into my life and they're like, hey, hun, I have this great new business opportunity for you. I guess the answer will come to me. That is right. And again, it's all for fun. All right. Next, we've got Peachy Dye. Are you still with us, my friend? Let's see. And you're the one who's been asking me for a 3-card spread for the longest every time we talk about this. So this was inspired by you, my friend. I was like, you know, I should do some more in-depth tarot readings instead of just a 1-card general pull. I don't know how this is going because I feel a little like, do I know what I'm talking about? Do I know what I'm talking about? Can I get 7? All right, well, we're gonna look at some of these spreads real quick because we got, there's a clarity spread. We could do 4 someday. Or there's 5 connection spread. These would be fun. These would be fun to do in like a Discord. This would be fun to do in like a Discord voice chat sometime. And then we got the cross. I've never done that before. I have no fucking idea how I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I think there are 7 cards. I think you can do as many cards. It's really about your intention. These are just like basic normals. The cross is what I feel I was thinking of. Yeah, I've never done one of those before. I don't understand them, but I will try them one day. But that would be fun, like a little tarot night in Discord or something. Alright, we're gonna do your 3-card spread today though. Past, present, future. Oh my goodness. Okay, they're all upside down for some reason, and I don't read reversals. So the first card we got is the Mother of Cups. That's your first one. Currently, present, we've got the Hanged Man. And then the future, we have the Star. Yeah, we got Mommy Duck, Mommy Cup. So here's what your spread looks like. Love the artwork on these cards, so pretty. Just kind of take a look at those for a minute. So, starting with the past, Mommy Cup, Mother of Cups. And this is the past that is still contributing to the present. Insightful, psychic. The Mother of Cups rivals the High Priestess with her natural psychic abilities. She's a gentle, tranquil woman whose insights bring healing to those around her. She thrives when amidst her family, the arts, and music or beauty of any kind. Like a true swan, when the Mother of Cups is pushed, she becomes aggressive and defensive. She'll commonly see herself as the victim when distressed in a situation. So, Mother of Cups, there may be a person in your life that this reminded you of. Maybe you were embodying qualities of the Mother of Cups in the past that are currently contributing to your situation now. Either way, this is what's in the past, Mother of Cups. Maybe you're embodying maybe it's telling you that being in the arts and being creative is helping you, or it could be that you're seeing yourself as the victim when you get distressed. Hi, vegan. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the redeems. I'm gonna let those play through before I finish reading. Happy Saturday. There we go. All right. Next we have... Thank you for the bits. I appreciate you. Welcome in, my friend. Next we have
Put you in jail.
Hanged
Right away.
Man.
No trial, no nothing.
Right to jail, right away. So this is the current situation, Peachy. The Hanged Man. Sacrifice, letting go. Many people talk about the art of letting go, but what does it really mean? How do you achieve it? The Hanged Man has all the answers. He's the master of non-attachment. This card implies there's a sacrifice or difficult or painful situation coming up in your life. Though you naturally want to resist and struggle through it, be more like the Hanged Man. Find stillness, open your eyes, and use this new perspective to learn something. You're stuck here either way. Thank you for the bits, vegan, and sorry to interrupt, I miss you. Don't worry, I have the redeems there for a reason. They're there for you guys to use. Thank you again for being here, and I hope we can get together soon. So yeah, Peachy. Hanged Man, there's a situation happening right now that you're maybe resisting, trying to avoid, trying to hold on to. Tarot is telling you it's time to let it go. You gotta let go of the thorns. Don't hold on to the rose too tightly or you will hurt your hand. And then once you're able to do that and you can let go, we have the Star. Where is that? The Star. Hope, peace of mind. This is what's in the future if you can follow the advice of letting go of the Hanged Man. Standing outside on a dark night, you gaze up at the stars and sense glimmers of wonder and hope. Even though you can't find concrete answers to life's many questions up there in the sky, you can't help but feel comforted and renewed. Such is the energy of the Star card. It's not about actions or situations, it's simply about connecting to the part of you that is hopeful and serene. This force will bring back light into your life and infuse you with positivity. A lovely card. So once you're able to let go of whatever it is that you're holding on to that's toxic and bad for you, you'll feel hopeful. Because there will be more possibilities before you looking up at the sky. It's an interesting reading, like commonly seeing yourself as distressed or as the victim when distressed in the past, Hanged Man letting go, and things will get better in the future. I love this reading. Thank you. Definitely resonates. I love that. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. That's my favorite phrase with tarot.
Smoke, smoke every day. Smoke, smoke every day. Smoke, smoke every day.
I need to get a new cart. Because this is what my cart looks like right now.
Smoke weed every day.
Look at my cart. There ain't shit in there. You can't even tell there ain't shit in there. Hold on, we're gonna do the influencer thing. Now you can tell there's nothing. Nothing. Good morning, Mystica. How are you, my friend? Welcome in. Let go of Valorant. You don't need it. Is the toxic relationship with the Valorant? Carts are handy. I'm good. How about you? I have made this cart last me so freaking long. So, you know what? I'm gonna have to buy a new one probably today. I'm gonna place an order with my weed maps because I didn't smoke for like weeks when I had the flu and I've been barely using it. But I'm gonna play today, you know? You do what you think is best, Peachy. Don't make me change my mind. Because a girl like you's impossible to find.
Thank you!
Everybody is my princess in this chat, alright? Each and every one of you are my little princesses. Is that what you want to hear?
I love seeing the old videos of my setup. Like, look how different we look now. Thank you for the bits again, vegan. I appreciate you. I switched from bud and edibles. You know, I haven't really smoked bud in a while. The convenience of a cart, is so much better for me. And edibles, I have to take in like really small doses. Otherwise, I get too high. And it's not fun. It's not fun. Thank you again, vegan. Oh, and we got an ad coming up. if you guys are not in ads, we do have the next person on our list is a gentle monster. So I'm gonna go ahead and summon. gonna go ahead and summon them. I do the cart, and sometimes if I feel like I want to take a ride, I take an edible, but just a tiny cart sometimes. You see, that's how I've been trying to do it, because when I had the flu, I was trying to protect my lungs. It didn't matter. I still had fucking whatever for weeks afterwards, so I should have just enjoyed my carts, but I was trying to be responsible and not use my carts. And now I have crazy dreams every night. When I take a little hit of my cart, I get into like way too fucking high. And I don't even want to think about what edibles will do to me, so. I shall go back to listening while I work. Enjoy your workday, Peachy. I hope that the people aren't too crazy and that they treat you well. And you guys are in ads, so while you're in ads, I'm actually gonna go refill my coffee. That's a good idea. I'll be right back. You guys came back right as I came back. Welcome in Riza. Sorry, I said Raz. I think I'm mildly dyslexic sometimes, I swear. But welcome in Riza. And I'm glad you guys are back. I don't know if you heard any of that, Homeless Ghost, but basically what I said was I was sick and I wasn't using my carts as much because I was trying to be responsible and not damage my lungs. And then my lungs got damaged anyway because I'm like, I have the immune system of a Victorian era child, and I could have just used my carts, and now I have crazy dreams and I get really high when I hit my cart. That's why this cart has lasted me like a month, but I would like to buy more because I was in a weird in-between phase where it was like, oh, my weed makes me too high, but I also can't eat or sleep and I have a headache because I'm not smoking weed. It's like a fun in-between of a tolerance break and withdrawals. Love that for me. Anyway, Gentle Monster, I don't know if you're still with us, but I am going to skip along over and we will go to Homeless Ghost. And I see you're with us. So if Error or Gentle Monster come back, we can do readings for them. Makes sense. Sometimes I do very, very tiny amounts of weed at a time, and for little things, or if the cramps are too bad, that it is perfect for cramps. I do love it for cramps. You're microdosing the weed. That's why I really liked these chocolates I used to get, but they keep selling out and I can't find them anymore. But they're like smaller doses per chocolate than I would get for like the gummies or something. And I don't know, I loved the high that the chocolate would give me. Maybe I should try to see if they have them when I order today. Alright, Homeless Ghost. We're gonna do a past, present, and future reading. And again, I don't know, this is like my first time doing this on stream with people, so take these with a grain of salt. And if I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm doing my best. Okay, doing my best. Alright, Homeless Ghost, we have past, present, future. Ooh, this is a cool reading. So in the past, we've got the Scattered Wands. Present, we've got Judgment. And for the future, we've got the Chariot. So that's actually going to be a pretty cool reading. So we're going to start with the past. Wait, hold on. I want to show you your spread like I've done with everyone else. This is your spread. Come on, Judgment, get over here. There we go. That. I love the artwork on these cards. They are the best. All right. So we're going to start with the past, the Five of Wands, which is usually like scatterbrained. Yeah, scattered, lack of focus, lost. So this is something in the past that's contributing to your current situation. The Five of Wands is a card of conflict. You may find yourself scattered, distracted, tending to everything and nothing. Since Wands deal with our dreams and goals, it usually means this conflict resides within. Your energy moves outward in many directions, yet you are suffering inside. Take this card as a warning. Find ways to bring calm and focus to your mind, or these troubles will only increase. So maybe previously you were really scattered about what you wanted. Maybe you had a lot of goals, but you weren't implementing them, or didn't know how to implement them, and it was very much like a lot of energy going in a lot of different ways instead of focusing on one thing. And now we come to Judgment, which is your current situation. Forgiveness. The word judgment conjures up fear and guilt in many people. This card, however, concerns itself with another aspect of this word, seeking the truth. No more blaming yourself or others, no more excuses. Now is the time for forgiveness and personal freedom. This card asks you to rise up and let pettiness and fear fall below you. Expand your wings and be reborn. What a relief it will be. Judgment. So now you've got there's probably something you need to forgive. Maybe it happened during your phase of feeling scatterbrained. Past me had a lot of goals all over the place. I was supposed to go to art school, ended up doing the Air Force, got out, wanted to do law. Ooh, forgiveness. Ooh. You know, you sound a lot like me, homeless. I'm like all over the place, and then I get decision paralysis. And now finally we've got the Chariot. This is the future or most likely outcome. Strong will triumph. The Chariot is your confidence, your will, and your inner warrior. At points in your life when you felt the bliss of achievement or triumph, you were riding on his back. Build a relationship with this part of yourself. Try to see the Chariot inside you. The more focused your mind, the easier it will be to sense his presence and stay mounted on his back. With a fixed gaze and a sure footing, you'll be headed toward all you dream of. So in the future, this is basically telling you gotta lock in. Lock in. Leave behind the scattered lack of focus. Forgive what needs to be forgiven, and you will be riding towards all you dream of on the Chariot card. What a lovely, like, powerful reading. This is a really cool one. I'm glad I got to do this one. You are locked in. Stay locked in, my friend. Hell yeah. Oh my god, that is such a funny emote. Look. That's so cute. Lock in. I love the little eyebrows on the ghost. All right. I love robots. Are you still with us, my friend? We're gonna summon you. It looks like you're improving with your readings. Thank you, Mystica. I've been really trying to practice more. I've been doing a card a day in my Discord server. I have like a channel for like daily tarot, and I even try to add my own little questions to the end of it, and you know, I'm trying to like do more than just read straight from the book. Hello, I love robots. We're gonna do your reading next. And what's up, DJ and Nader Tot? Also, Megan, I saw you slip in here. I see you on my list. We are absolutely gonna do one for you too. Oh, I hear my child. I'm sorry. Before we start with robots, I will be right back. Alright, my friends, I've returned. Happy Saturday, DJ. If you would like a reading, it's !tarot in the chat. I am looking for a tenant. Do you see when I will find one that's ideal? I mean, we can absolutely try that. I don't generally do specific questions, but I do kind of more like general readings while I'm learning. But I'm happy to try that one for you. See if we get one that's resonating. A mother's work is never finished. No, it is not. Right. I love robots. When are we gonna get a tenant that's ideal for them? Past, present, future. This is gonna be difficult to interpret, but we are gonna do our best. Past, we got the 6 of Pentacles. Present, we've got the 10 of Cups. And the 7 of Pentacles in the future, which is what's confusing about it, because this one's usually like abundance, and this one's like you're radiating energy, but then this one is like a contemplation period. Let me read through these and we can, you know, kind of figure them out together. I keep forgetting to show you the spread in its entirety because I feel like that's kind of like a Alright, 6 of Pentacles in the past. Prosperity, growth, generosity. Not upside down. Are they all upright? I don't do reversals because I don't know them, so we just read the front, the upright ones. But yeah, I just turn around upright. Prosperity, growth, generosity. The 6 of Pentacles indicates that your long-awaited fruits are ready for harvesting, bringing more wealth than anticipated. Make sure you are generous during this bountiful time. This card can signify generosity coming from someone else. If this is the case, accept the help with grace and put the resources to good use. So in the past, maybe this is your old tenant. They, you know, were really... Maybe you showed a lot of generosity to them. Maybe they showed a lot of generosity to you. Maybe when you had this old tenant, you were blossoming, and this is parts of the tarot that is, this part is contributing to your present. Next, we have the 10 of Cups for your present. Radiating energy. So maybe this is you right now, putting out those feelers. You're radiating energy, trying to find that next person. The 10 of Cups overflows with positivity. Your goals are being realized, and the excitement surrounding you is magnetic to others. You may feel as though light or color radiates outward from you, almost as if you're shining. Experience sensations like this with an open and joyful heart. Do not doubt this power. So keep putting out those feelers, keep trying, keep remaining positive. It seems to be recognized right now. And then finally, we have the 7 of Pentacles, which is a period of contemplation. This is what's coming in the future. A curious card, the 7 of Pentacles shows a period of contemplation and uncertainty. You're looking back at all of your hard work and wondering if it has been a failure or a success. You can't seem to decide. Shouldn't you be reaping more rewards by now? Maybe so, but the mind has control over perception. It's possible your rewards are waiting for you to recognize them. They are not always monetary. So in the past, we had some prosperity and growth. Currently, we are radiating some energy, but in the future, you're gonna be wondering, what's the point? Is this worth it? Is this actually doing anything for me? So there's gonna be some rewards that you're something you're sowing that you're not recognizing in the future. So maybe tarot is telling you to slow down a little bit and really contemplate what's in front of you. Maybe that ideal tenant has been in front of you the whole time and you didn't even realize it. So yeah, definitely, I think tarot is telling you to slow down and ponder on these two things. I apologize if that didn't really make a whole lot of sense to you. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's do our next 3-card spread. Peak is hard. Sorry. Venting. Yeah, no, Peak is hard as fuck. I cannot play that game without like a hard carry. No problem. Thank you for being here. Peak is very hard. All right, Megan. Miss Megan. It's your turn. I am here slowly getting ready for stream. Well, hello, welcome in. We're doing your tarot reading. Yeah, Peak is not meant to be played alone. That's friend swap for a reason. I missed your Peak content and only got to see Zelda, but that's okay. We love Zelda. I love Zelda. All right, Megan, we got past, present, and future for you. Yeah, Boba Fett, I'm reading into you, so get ready. I was kind of hoping to read into you a couple minutes early if I could, so no pressure. No pressure. No, I was gonna be like 5 minutes early if you were online. It's not like I was trying to go now or anything. All right, Megan. Let's see what the tarot has to say to you. LOL, I agree. Yeah, fucking Peak, man. I cannot play that game without a hard carry. I just flipped over like 5 cards and I didn't even mean to. Alright, we are doing past, present, and future readings, Megan. I'm not sure if you were lurking and listening to that, but the first card I pull will be the past that's contributing to your current situation. The second card is your present and current situation, and then the third card is going to be the most likely outcome. So while we are shuffling, we got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and all 3 of these are upside down for some reason. I don't read the reverses. Alright, so first we got the past. You're this butterfly afraid to spread your wings. And then presently we've got the 7 of Wands, which is like, everybody else step aside, you got this, you're gonna have your moment. And then in the future we've got Judgment, which usually indicates a need to forgive. I will read these to you shortly. So without Peachy, yes. Okay. 8 of Swords, trapped, powerless. So this is the past. Surrounded by obstacles and threats on all sides, you see yourself the victim. You see no way out, no available choices. Your perceptions keep you from opening your wings and taking flight. What keeps you suspended here? Yourself or others? The 8 of Swords demands an answer. You cannot hang here much longer. So in the past, you felt really powerless. You felt trapped in your current situation. You felt like you couldn't spread your wings and fly away. And you had to ask yourself, what are you afraid to fly away from? What is keeping you there? And then our present card is courage, inner strength. This is you right now. A single wand stands up tall, ablaze with light. The others fall away in shadow. Such is the story of the 7 of Wands. You'll not find any strength or support from others, only yourself. It's time to be truly courageous and stand up for your beliefs. You may feel overwhelmed with caution and fear, but your internal fire will guide the way. So before you felt pretty trapped, pretty powerless, you were like, what's keeping you from spreading your wings? Tarot is telling you now it's time to rise up. You got this. Channel that inner courage that you have and fly away. And then the most possible or the most likely outcome is Judgment. So in the future, if you're able to do that, forgiveness. The word judgment conjures up fear and guilt in many people. This card, however, concerns itself with another aspect of this word, seeking the truth. No more blaming yourself or others, no more excuses. Now is the time for forgiveness and personal freedom. This card asks you to rise up and let pettiness and fear fall below you. Expand your wings and be reborn. What a relief it will be. I think that was a pretty neat reading. You know, in the past you felt pretty trapped and powerless. Why aren't you spreading your wings and flying away? Because you got this. You can rise up. Your fire, your internal fire is guiding the way. And in the end, there's some things you need to address. And let the pettiness from the past fall below you and forgive what needs to be forgiven. Welcome in, Bear. I saw you slip in here. I just wanted to finish my reading. We are doing 3 card spreads today, so I'm trying something new on stream. I'm glad it was spot on for you, Megan. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Not me rewinding to see why I was mentioned, not the peak. Yeah, you gotta, you're the one who has to carry us through the matches. Alright. Next we got DJ Nader Tot. After DJ, we got Bear the Wizard, and I think, assuming Boba Fett's online, we might raid over to her after that. Depending on how long it takes me to get through these next 2 readings. Alright, DJ. Past, present, future. I'm not sure how much of that you've been listening to, but first card is the past that's contributing to the current situation. The second card is your current situation, and the third card is the most likely outcome. And I'm just kind of doing general readings. It's kind of hard for me to answer specific questions with tarot, but you know, we can sure try if there's really something. I got a little coffee. A little coffee. Doo-doo. All right. I don't know what I'm doing. I got penetrated. What do I do? We need Forest Haven. I'm not sure if that's on this playlist. That would be such a good one, though. I got penetrated. What do I do? Yeah, that's a great clip. Great clip of me. In that one, Cupcake was drinking at the bar in GTA, and she got drunk and ended up in a dumpster. And then at the same time, I was playing that game and saying, "I got penetrated. What do I do?" And then Error was like, "Cups blacking out, pastels getting penetrated. I need to save my friends." It was just so ridiculous. I miss playing GTA 5 with them. We all got to get together again. Anyway, sorry, DJ, I got distracted. Have you played GTA 4? No, I have not. I only ever played like an old one with my brother on like the original Xbox. I don't even know which one it was. And then I played 5 online. But yeah, very fun games. I will be getting 6 at release because it is happening in my hometown. Like, I'm from South Florida, so I have to play that one. All right. DJ. Past. Present. Future. All right, we'll flip these cards over. All right, in the past we had Temperance. One of my favorite cards. I think it's so pretty. In the present, we got the Son of Wands. And in the future, we have the 3 of Wands, which is funny because that was Aqua's past card. Here is your spread. Oh my god, please. Look how pretty they all look together. Me too. Are you from South Florida? Did we talk about this? All right, Temperance, DJ. This is in the past. Healing, renewal. The great blue heron remains calm and peaceful as she blends the opposing elements of fire and water. The Temperance card asks you to be a moderator, much like the heron. Focus on cooperation and compromise. If you have been excessive in one aspect of your life, practice self-restraint and moderation now. You'll find a new sense of healing and balance from bringing a little harmony back into your life. So in the past, DJ, you needed to exercise a little bit more restraint, some moderation, bring some balance back into your life, and that could still be happening and contributing to your current situation. Next, we have the Son of Wands. This is the present. Oh, my wands. Son of Wands, charming, adventurous. The Son of Wands is a true charmer. He's handsome and adventurous and seems to say all the right things. Some call him the White Knight of the Tarot, but at some point you may find he becomes hard to know. Trust your instinct with this one. Perfection is an illusion. So are you embodying traits of the Son of Wands, which is maybe why you need to exercise some restraint? The Son of Wands is the card that I like to say is if somebody's for everybody, they're for nobody. So are you trying to be for everybody? Is there someone in your life who seems too good to be true and they're for everybody? Exercise some restraint and caution, bring some balance back into your life, and remain true to yourself. And then finally, we have the Three of Wands, which is envisioning the future. The Three of Wands indicates you've had continued support from others, perhaps your parents or two good friends. With their help, you've formed a sense of self, of your values and morals, but now it's time to rely on yourself for guidance. Clarify your goals, cast others' needs aside. The future is infinite and it is yours. No one else can see through its layers of light and shadow. So once you're able to get to the root of this Son of Wands card, figure out who's the White Knight here. Is it you? Are you trying to appeal to everyone? Clarify those goals, because you're not for everybody. Nobody's for everybody. Figure out who you are for. Oh, ads. Well, let me know what you heard last. Love that you're trying a 3-card style. I hope you're enjoying it. It has been fun. All right, I'm gonna take a little, since you guys are in ads, we're gonna have to wait a second here. Anyway, for those of you who aren't in ads, what are you doing this weekend? How's your day going? How are we doing? Have you guys ever seen Old Greg? Does anybody remember Old Greg? I've had his quotes stuck in my head. Fuzzy little man peach. Got 30 seconds left on the ads. Sorry. No, I'm sorry. I can't type. Oh my goodness. There's somebody on my Discord who pings at everyone for fucking everything. I tried to suppress it and it still comes through. You missed the third one. Okay, no problem. We will reread it again. 3 of Wands was your future card. All right, 3 of Wands, envisioning the future. The 3 of Wands indicates you've had continued support from others, perhaps from your parents or two good friends. With their help, you've formed a sense of self, of your values and morals, but now it's time to rely on yourself for guidance. Clarify your goals and cast others' needs and opinions aside. The future is infinite and it is yours. No one else can see through its layers of light and shadow. So I feel like the way that these cards are all relating to each other is this is telling you that you needed to exercise some restraint, some moderation, because maybe you were trying to appeal to everyone, and you can't appeal to everybody. If somebody's for everybody, they're for nobody, and you will not be for everyone unless you are suppressing parts of yourself or trying to spread yourself too thin, appeal to everyone, being a white knight. And then finally, you need to envision the future and work towards those goals. Cast other people's opinions and needs aside so that you can blossom into being what it is that you have to be. That's kind of how I'm interpreting this spread. Also, Bear, you had said, I love that you're trying the 3-card style. I hope you're enjoying it. It has been a lot of fun. Some of them are a little hard to interpret, especially if I don't know the person too well. But I've definitely been enjoying this, and I would like to do more 3-card spreads, maybe more just tarot-centered streams and not just a quick card pull in the beginning of the tarot. I'm thinking Sunday mornings might be a good time for that. Favorite Zelda track? Oh, never mind. I confused. This is Kokiri Forest. I thought that was Forest Haven for a second. It's crazy how similar these tracks sound. Yeah, Kokiri Forest. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I do my very best not to have my child being on the stream, so when he opens that door, it's immediate scene change. But yeah, I think they sound super similar too, and maybe because they're technically the same place, at least in my brain, they're the same place, the Kokiri Forest and the Forest Haven, because that is, what am I trying to say? Because after the flood, that's where the Deku Tree and the Koroks are, so I'm like, I imagine it's the same woods, right? Those were just what I needed. Thank you for the reading. I love that. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm glad that it resonated with you. W Mom, thank you. I do my best to protect him from the internet, especially in light of certain things. I've been very, like, if I post any pictures where he might be in them because I want to share a little bit of family stuff, I put a sticker over his face. I do my best to not have him be on the internet. That makes sense. I appreciate your willingness to grow. Word to the wise, if I may. Sure. What was it that you'd like to say? I do appreciate your input always. And then afterwards, we are gonna do your card spread, and then we're gonna raid out to Boba Fett. I did tell her to get on early. Allow the cards to talk to the person, even if you don't know them. That's a good point, because it's kind of like, I'm not gonna know everybody that I do a reading for. It increases the channel. I will work on that. It's easier for me to give someone a reading when I know them well. But often I will give people readings and they're like, wow, that really resonates. So doing my best, but I appreciate the feedback. Now let's see what tarot has to say to you for your 3-card spread. Bear, past, present, ooh, future. Interesting. You know, I know nobody likes to see that. Oh, but all right. So we got the past, oof. Present. That's why I went oof. And we got future, the Hermit. Ooh, this is your spread. Hermit. There we go. Gonna eat, clean my room before stream. I'll be lurking. I appreciate the lurk. We're gonna be raiding out of here in just a few minutes. All right, so Bear, we've got the 9 of Wands in the past. Strength, stamina, courage. As 9s usually imply, your journey is near completion. But on this final stretch, you find yourself growing weary. Doubt and fear are running through your mind. The 9 of Wands asks you to rally your confidence and realize how far you've come. Lift your eyes and take a few more steps. Soon, all your hard work will start to pay off. But I think that worry and fear running through your mind are contributing to the 10 of Swords, which is ruin, rock bottom, melodrama, and this is the present. When the 10 of Swords appears, you've hit rock bottom. You've let others walk all over you while you play the victim. Is it possible that you love the backstabbing and drama too much to move forward without it? If not for the drama, what would you focus on? It's time to find out. And then we have the future card, which is the Hermit, which, as you and I both know, means introspective, taking some time to yourself, solitude, meditation. The idea of being a hermit is not supported in our society, but in the realm of tarot, hermits are highly celebrated and valued creatures. Through meditation, solitude, and stillness, they bring wisdom to all. When this card appears, it's time to take a step back from the business of day-to-day life and focus on your inner realm. Become more self-aware. If you're intrigued by meditation, start now. Spend time by yourself. Your inner fire is ready to be lit. It will shine for all to see. So I think this is an interesting 3-card spread. I really do believe that they are trying to say that your doubt and fear running through your mind are contributing to the feelings of ruin and rock bottom. And what you really need to do is channel that strength and stamina and courage, and also take some time to yourself. Really, you know, meditate, ponder, and get through what you need to get through, because you're the only one who's got yourself at the end of the day. Hopefully that didn't resonate too hard, because some of those pulls were a little rough. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, my friend. And on that note, I'm gonna raid you guys over to Miss Boba Fett. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your morning with me. We are doing the Girls That Game raid train. And it's been a lot of fun. I really appreciated everybody who hung out. We're gonna have a lot of lovely ladies on the stream today. I think even Miss Error is gonna be making her return, which we have all been waiting for so desperately. Yeah, thank you again. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow morning for some more tarot, yapping, crafting, whatever it is we may do. And I will also be live later this afternoon with another raid train. So how fun. Yeah, lots of concern about interactions with others when I need to be focusing on myself and my movements. Thanks as always, my friend. I am so glad to hear that. Definitely focus on yourself. I want the best for you. And if you're not part of my Discord server, feel free to join. I do daily card pulls for the server. We do a little bit of an XP system. It's been a lot of fun. And I also have my socials right here. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to be back live in about 4 or 5 hours with the across time and space raid train. So yeah, goodbye my friends. Let's go say hi to Miss Boba Fett.